For the fourth time, ESPN's College Basketball Game Day visited Chapel Hill this morning. Students started lining up as early as 7:30, but senior Camille Morgan said there wasn't any other way she wanted to spend her 22nd birthday.
We got up before 7, got here by before 7:30, waited in line. It was freezing, but it was really exciting. We made signs. It was neat that they had sign making station. Today's my birthday, and I'm turning 22. And if they win tonight, it'll be their 22nd win. So we made a sign relating to that. So I'm just really excited. I've waited my whole life for this to be on my birthday.
Camille is one of many students who stood in line early this morning waiting for the doors of the Smith Center to be opened up for College Game Day. As soon as they opened at 9:15, students rushed the Dean Dome, sprinted down the stairs, and constant cheering and excitement lasted until the show was over at noon. Senior Cassie Adamo remembered that Coach Williams expressed his disappointment with the fans after a home game a few weeks back, so she came up with an idea of her own to help pump up the crowd.
Okay, so I wore the bear suit because Roy made the comments that the student section isn't lively enough, and I just want to get everyone really pumped up. This is a huge game. We're a great crowd, and I just hope the students and the ticket holder fans really come out and show their support. We're part of this experience too, so.
The crowd in the Smith Center early this morning for College Game Day definitely did not disappoint. There was a constant surge of energy coming from the crowd as everyone was getting hyped for tonight's game. Senior Brett Began said that Game Day being in Chapel Hill added even more excitement to the rivalry.
Yeah, I think Game Day definitely adds to the excitement. Jay Billis and Jay Williams coming in, those guys are awesome. Otherwise, I'd be sleeping all day probably, but luckily these guys woke me up. We came here hoping to get a chance to shoot for 18,000, but looks like we're going to miss out.
Unfortunately for Brett, he didn't get his chance to shoot from the half-court line for a chance to win $18,000. But UNC student Forrest Reynolds was the lucky chosen one and sinked the shot from half-court on his third try, winning the $18,000. Tonight, UNC will also be honoring Coach K for reaching 1,000 wins. Some could argue that this is an unusual thing to do for rivals, but former Duke player and current College Game Day host Jay Williams thinks it's a respectful move by UNC.
Look, it's bloody, it's competitive. The fan bases don't like each other. Catholic school down south, students from North Carolina don't like their kids. Kids at Duke don't like their kids. But at the end of the day, we represent a sport. We represent something bigger than ourselves. We represent this conference, represent our country. And for us to get outside of this rivalry for 1 second, I think we're all mature enough to do so. And you respect the greats in the game. And I think respecting Dean Smith was the right thing to do. I've been a fan of his for a long time. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. It deserves the respecting. And, for Coach K, that they want to do that, that's great. 1,000 victories. Not a lot of guys have accomplished that. Actually, nobody's accomplished that. So it's worth respecting if that's what Roy feels is the right thing to do here.
Make sure you don't miss out on what is sure to be a great game tonight between the UNC Tar Heels and Duke Blue Devils. Samantha Ward, 97.9 FM, WCHL.